decided to use these two stencils and this Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold, which is transparent, and this one here is semi-transparent, which is Quinacridone Magenta. Full disclosure, I did start off a few minutes ago and try to do it on just ordinary copier paper, but because the little holes here, the cutouts in the stencil are quite small, I couldn't pick it up with the copier paper. So I'm starting again, and I've got some tissue paper which I think is going to be easier to work with. So I'm going to put this Azo Gold down, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the tissue paper will work better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap around the stencils, put this one on first and then this one, and then the second time I'm going to swap them round so that I put this one on first, and I'm going to just tape that down so I get the paper in the hopefully correct position. Well, that's the theory anyway. That's better, you can see that coming through now, which you couldn't before. As you can see on that, it was very patchy, whereas this one looks as though it's going to be okay. Whoa, that's really spotty, isn't it? Alright, I want to get rid of that, so I'm just going to get just an ordinary piece of paper and just take that ghost print up. It's rather good as well, isn't it? So I'm going to wipe this down because I don't want it to impede the next pull. Now, what I would normally do is I would have left that pattern on and then put some ivory on the top and pulled it, but that's not what I want to do today. So that's why I've just got rid of it by wiping it with a baby wipe. Really don't know what's going to happen, but that's a really lovely colour, isn't it? Fabulous. Put that on there like that. Still more to get off there. I'll just use a piece of paper to try and get rid of all these bits in the middle that I don't want. That's better. And try and get that onto here. There's nothing really on that, nothing to talk of. So I'm just going to wipe this down. Okay, so here's the first one, and you can just see those little orange marks just peeping through because this is semi translucent, transparent, semi-opaque. You should be able to see through it just ever so slightly. So put that one to one side. So this time I'm going to go with this one first, and I'll use this again. Transparent paper, transparent paper, get my tissue paper. I'm talking rubbish, aren't I? Give that a good rub. All these little tiny holes. Well, that's come out nice and clean. Hope you can see that. Take this off. Let's just mop it up with this piece of paper here, just to try and clean the plate a little bit more. So the next one I'm going to put on is the semi-transparent magenta. I'll just quickly clean the plate again. Put some magenta on. Trying to get into all those little holes. Just take that off. Pop this on here. Not too bad. So the idea for today was to use two stencils. This one I've used a few times. This one it's the first time I've used it today. I'm wanting to know what happens if I put one down first and then apply the other, and then in the second go I switch it round and put this one down first and then this one second. I've used the same two colours, the Nickel Azo Gold, which is transparent, and this one here, which is the Quinacridone Magenta, which is semi-transparent. So using the same two colours and the same two stencils, you get completely two different results. And so sometimes when you're making a textured paper and it doesn't come out as exactly as you want it to come out, it might simply be that you've put a stencil down in the wrong order. So with this one here, you can, or I can, I don't know whether you can see, you can just see very lightly the little diamonds showing through these more open areas, which was from this stencil. So I put this one down first, the diamondy one first, and this one over the top, and produced this textured paper. On this one I put this one down first, again using the Nickel Azo Gold, and then once that are dried, I put the diamond pattern on top using the magenta. And so using the same stencils and the same paints, you get two completely different looking results. And also what I've realised is that if I'm going to use something that has got a very, very small aperture here in the stencil, it doesn't work as well on copy paper. Probably need to use something very thin like tissue paper. So that's what I've learned today, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. So bye for now. Bye bye.